I'm Clare Wheeler from Business Cogs. Why Business Cogs? Well, I believe people power businesses. How people work affects the performance, it affects how efficient, how effective the business is, and ultimately the success. People are the cogs of the business. They hold it together, and when they work well, they mesh together nicely. And you can hear the buzz of the organisation as it grows and moves forwards together. But when people aren't working so well together, you can also hear the low rumble and the sparks flying. And managers have to spend a huge amount of time trying to pour oil on the situation to just get those cogs to mesh together to perform. My background is in the chemical industry. I started life as a chemical engineer and then moved into operations management. In this role, I managed the people who made the product and tested it. Our key was to deliver the product safely, but in a productive way, and I needed everybody who was part of my organisation to work well together and mesh together to deliver what was needed. The chemical industry is continuously trying to improve, and one of my roles was to develop ideas and help people make those improvements. I worked on a wide range of projects, but it always came back to getting people to be involved, come up with ideas and work out how was best for everybody who was involved to work. One of the key parts was working on a culture survey. The results came back that the culture was not going to support the business growth plan that was being worked on. So I led the process of looking at how were we working and was that going to drive us forwards. Through workshops, which I ran for the whole business as well as leaders, we looked at what success looked like for different elements of our business. And we then reflected on how we were working and looked at new approaches to see what we could do to change how we work to get better results. Through that process, we made a significant change to our culture. The next culture survey showed a 57% improvement. But that affected how people felt and worked. The place felt and looked different. But you also got the results in the performance. So we had record production years, record sales years, and record profit. How people had worked in the past, but now we're working in a different way, and we were having much more success. Using those skills and the experience of managing large groups of teams has given me the necessary experience and skills to be able to use Business Cogs to support other people. I support clients who want to grow, who've got niggles and issues that they want to work through and get their teams working better together. I've worked through workshops and coaching. So we start off with workshops and look at different concepts and different ideas, ask the questions, get people thinking and talking about how they work and how they want to work, looking for different ways to get the results that they actually want. Now, we all leave workshops with the best of intentions to deliver everything that we've thought of, but it's not practical. The reality is we get back to work and we're just so busy that most of what we've learned and thought to do disappears. So what I offer is coaching, and this helps people to talk through what they're doing, what their plans are. It re-energises and it gives people the confidence to actually go ahead and implement those changes. What I find with clients is that if we're working at 5 out of 10, the important thing is to keep moving forwards, to reflect on what we're doing and recognise the changes that we've made. It's not important to move from 5 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 in one step, but it is important to keep gradually moving forwards. And that momentum really builds confidence and helps people work differently. I hope this has given a bit of an insight into me, my history, and how I work. I'd really like to discuss this further, so thank you very much for listening.